Good morning. It is the wee hours here on the West Coast, Oakland, California. Welcome to Come to Mama. I was trying to go on a minute ago, but the system just kept looping and I couldn't get in. I had a couple of messages that I wanted to talk to the collective about and help nurture some of the souls um, at this moment in time. And a couple things that came up was emotional intelligence. Um, and I'm going to do a quick little um, message of what that exactly is off of Google. Um, Emotional intelligence. Where's my glasses at? Oh, here they go. I got some broken glasses. But I went and bought me some new glasses today. I just got to wait for them to come in. Okay. Emotional intelligence is the ability to manage your own emotions and understand the emotions of people around you. There are five key elements to emotional intelligence: self awareness, self regulation, motivation, empathy, and social skills. Okay. Now, I I I did get a couple little graphs of um, examples of those who have low emotional intelligence and high emotional intelligence. And, you can figure out where you fit on the spectrum, or you can figure out who you're dealing with and how they fit on this spectrum. Okay. Because a lot of times it's not us that doesn't have the emotional intelligence, but it's the people around us. And it really makes it hard for us to um, live, work, it makes it hard in our environment. But again, when we exercise our emotional intelligence, um, it's going to help us and the environment. Okay, so examples of low emotional intelligence is aggressive, demanding, egotistical, bossy, confrontational. Okay, now high emotional intelligence, the other side of that is going to be assertive, ambitious, driving, strong willed, decisive. Okay, now another example of low emotional intelligence is easily distracted, glib. I don't even know what that word means. GLIB, selfish, a poor listener, impulsive. Okay. Um, The other side of that is warm, enthusiastic, sociable, charming, persuasive. That's high emotional intelligence. Low emotional intelligence, another example, is resistant to change, passive, unresponsive, slow, and stubborn. The other side of that is patient, stable, predictable, consistent, and a good listener. One more last example of low emotional intelligence is critical, picky, fussy, hard to please, perfectionistic, and the high emotional intelligence is detailed, careful, meticulous, systematic, and neat. There's actually a very thin line between a lot of these words. Okay. But right now, with everything that's going on in the world, and we, again, as I always say, we're at a time where we're reinventing ourselves. We're changing our lives. We're paying attention to the people, the places that are around us, the places that we are going, the people who we're dealing with, the lifestyle that we're living. We're looking at changes that we may need to make. Um, and what we really want to do is make sure that we are exercising our emotional intelligence and being um, self aware um, of our own emotions, because, again, that's how we're going to interact with those around us. And we have the ability to change a situation into a more positive situation, or actually stop things from getting out of hand if we exercise our own emotional intelligence. And even just by setting an example. Um, I'm finding that in my life in particular, my children, this is something that I need to work more with, instead of losing it or getting overly emotional. I need to be aware of how I'm behaving, the examples that I am setting, and just making sure that I'm, you know, being self aware and regulating myself, okay, so that I can set a good example for my kids. Um, Also in public with everything that's going on in the world. I mean, you know, you don't have to choose a side if you don't want to. You don't have to explain anything to anyone as well. Everyone is entitled to their opinions, and people should respect other people's opinions or how they feel about things. Now, do you necessarily have to agree? No, you don't. But if it doesn't affect your life, what is the reason to have a say so in the first place? So you really need to think about that, when you're dealing with people. And another thing is that I believe that we need to, act in, the emotion. The highest vibration is love. At this moment in time. So I just try to give people passes, not to get too in depth with them emotionally. Um, I'm a firm, true believer in live and let live. I believe that we are all here on our own spiritual journey and our own path. And it's right now we are all trying to figure out what that path is. If you need help with that, I have left my email in the description box as I'm helping with life paths. I'm going to do a oracle card pull, but I wanted to say just the Google's example of love. Okay. And so acting in that vibration means love is a powerful, complex emotional experience that involves change in your body chemistry, including your neurotransmitters, your brain chemicals. It impacts your social relationships in varied ways, affecting how you relate to others around you. Okay, interesting. So I'm going to pull from my magical herb oracle to see any messages that we have from spirit for the collective. Um, Spirit, what do any messages you have for the collective and to pay attention to right now at this moment in time? Any messages that we have for the collective? And one fell out, and that is going to be repair. Okay, let's see if there's any more. Anything else? And healing. Okay. Well, it looks like, the herb for repair is comfrey. Comfrey is a good herb for the skin. I have infused oil with comfrey before. Um, and just repairing, in general, whatever. I'm thinking, the healing. Oh, and healing is cannabis. So marijuana or cannabis is a good herb. Okay. So by exercising our emotional intelligence, by acting in love, we can repair a lot of our relationships with those that we love around us. Having empathy for other people and things that they're going through, having the patience and the love in your heart for people is going to help heal a lot of the traumas that we are facing in our lives these days that have us moving in these, I'm trying to use the right word, um, unhealthy lifestyles. A lot of us are suffering from, I wouldn't even say suffering, we're just going through trying to figure out how to get healthy, how to repair ourselves, how to heal ourselves. I myself am, I lay usually when I'm doing the videos or I'm leaning up against something because I've been having lower back issues. And so I am trying to find ways to heal myself so that I can have a more productive life, a better quality of life. And I am confident that, you know, as long as I, keep seeking forward and, um, with positive reinforcements and learning how to love myself more, and understanding that my body is it's a mechanism that can heal itself, then it will start repairing and healing. Okay, I'm going to read what this meaning is in the books so that maybe you might get a better idea and see how it works with emotional intelligence as well as, um, let me see, repair. This is a time of bringing together more than one element to seek improvement. You might not have all the pieces, resources, or information you require at the moment to keep. So keep looking, exploring, and collecting. If you take more notice of the past and the lessons shown to you, then success and a breakthrough could come a little more quickly. Now will come the completion of a project or situation and the end of a cycle. If you want to start something new or change in any way, you should be able to shortly. You are free to go in any direction you please. All right. And then healing. This is a time of contentment and fulfillment and the attainment of a healing outcome. Romantic relationships are entering a period of development, and for those looking for love, this could be the beginning of something very special. Family togetherness, special occasions, and relationship restoration are all indicated. Lead with your heart when making decisions or plans, and you can't go wrong. If you are seeking curative care, you may need to expand your horizons a little and try something new. Be careful of trivial disagreements, becoming too micro focused, or getting bogged down in details. Pick your battles wisely. Oh, that sounds really good. And and that comes in with the emotional intelligence and love. Okay? Because we're going into the holiday season, we're going into winter. It's going to be a lot of coming together as a family. I personally love pretty much all the seasons, but I am a Californian, so our weather here is beautiful year round. Specifically, I live in the San Francisco Bay Area. I live in Oakland, California, and our summers are wonderful. Our winters are wonderful. All the above. Our winters can range from the 30s to the 70s, and more than likely we're usually gauging in about the 60s. It's actually a very mild winters. It's actually a beautiful. It is Oakland, though it has it's dangerous. It is a very beautiful place. Very beautiful place. Um, the energy here has been. It was. It was really, really stressful about a month ago, but I really feel as though um, the energy has changed and it's more calm. Not to say that there's not any kind of crime going on, but I can just feel engage the energy that it's not as chaotic and stressful and worrisome as it was. Uh, so, we'll see what happens. But I look forward to the winter months as well as I do the spring and the summer and the fall. So, anyway, I just wanted to put the word out there about exercising your emotional intelligence and acting in the highest vibration of love if you can. All right. Peace and love to you all. And I hope that I nurtured your soul.